Philadelphia and the city of brotherly love. I'm Ed Cohen with the former Chicago Bulls guard Jay Williams. And here on South Broad Street, Jay, the spectrum used to reverberate. You can say the same now for Wells Fargo Center.
And you know what, Ed? All you need is a little bit of patience and a couple of top NBA draft picks, and you find guys like Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid that will forever change the face of your franchise.
These days, it feels like 1983 in South Philly. The New Orleans Pelicans control the tap. To Julius Randle. Now a pass stolen by the Sixers. Taking advantage of the turnover.
As a team, when you establish your dominance in the paint early, it's critical to your offense because it eventually opens up the perimeter down the stretch.
Holiday to Julius Randle. Knocked loose. They love this hustle. Calls out of bounds. Last touch by Markelle Fultz. Holiday. To Davis. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
I mean, I don't know how much better the defense has to play you on that one. The guy was right in your grill, and you still knocked it down.
Butler to Embiid. Here comes the screen. Baseline drive. To the basket is Butler, but he can't finish. Holiday controls the basketball. Looking to make something happen. And a whistle.
A simple touch foul.
Holiday goes to the left side. New Orleans down to 4 on the shot clock. To Holiday. Beyond the arc for 3. It's good. And he's not done. He's going to the line for a chance at a 4-point play.
It never would have been a foul if you didn't give him space. Your job defensively is to stay attached to him at all times. Force him to put the ball on the ground and drive and make a shot over the trees below.
Drew Holiday with a chance at a 4-point play. For his career, 78% at the line. It's good. Has the hot hand and a 4-point play. Jay, it's a huge question in Philadelphia. What can Markelle Fultz be in his second NBA season?
He could be a former #1 pick in the NBA draft. He can still be a star. I don't think any of his shooting woes had to do with that shoulder injury last season. It was mental. It was the yips. He's been getting reps this entire summer with that form, with that rhythm. Out in California, this kid could be a star next year.
That's off the side of the rim, short. To Holiday. To Julius Randle. Scores from the post.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
It's in the hands of Philadelphia. Simmons to Butler. To Davis. Anthony Davis. 2 for 2. That's what you want. Who compares to AD offensively?
We would be doing a disservice if we compared AD just to one player. He's an amalgamation. Think about Tim Duncan, Kevin Garnett, Marcus Camby. Throw them all into a blender, you get Anthony Davis.
Looks like both teams are making substitutions. Butler to McConnell.
2 minutes remaining in the
Down to 5 on the 24. Jimmy Butler for 2. Won't go. He needs some luck on his side given how they're defending.
Woo, I like that intensity on that play. That's how you actually dig in the dirt and do your job on the defensive end.
Shot from in close, no good. To Butler. Cashes in for 2.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Each-one more, trying to cash in on a 3-point play. A career 74% free throw shooter. The free throw good as he completes the 3-point play, and the lead is up to 9. Butler into the front court. Just under a minute to play here in this opening quarter. McConnell to Butler. Has a look. Butler with a shot, no good. Holiday in possession. They can get a 2 for 1 if they play this right. Oh, great pass, setting up the basket.
That's a good run right here to end the first quarter to open up that lead. If you're the coach of this team, you have to like the effort your guys are giving.
Screen coming. Short jumper won't go down. Holiday controls the basketball. Shot clock turned off as they get a chance to build their lead. Nothing going here on that drive. From the painted area, won't go down. Just inside the arc, at the buzzer, knocks it down, off the step back. Long heave from 3/4 court. First quarter in the books. The Pelicans in front. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Sixers control it to McConnell. Sixers finally break through. 52 wins last year. But, Jay, where do they factor in a top-heavy Atlantic division?
I still see this team finishing on the outside looking in. What I mean by outside is the 2 or 3 spot. I think this is Boston's division to lose, Boston's conference to lose. But still, the question marks with Toronto. Kawhi Leonard, does he really want to be there? Changing up their coach. What's going on with that franchise? Still is around Ben Simmons and his ability to shoot the ball down the stretch.
Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Holiday in possession. His team up by 7. To Davis. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Anthony Davis at the line for a chance at a three-point play. For his career, 79% at the line. The free throw good. Cashes in on the three-point play. The lead now stands at 10. Here's Simmons with it up top. He'll run the offense. And the Pelicans able to clear the rebound. Clark with it. Lead stands at 10. To Holiday. Here's Davis. Sixers with the rebound. Fultz into the front court. They find themselves down 10. Shot from the lane won't go. To Holiday. Fultz with the basketball. Trailing by 10. Runner here won't go.
I got it.
Holiday. To Davis. Holiday. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
There you go, finally. Shoot your shot.
Sixers call for time as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter. Jay, what's the next step for Ben Simmons?
MVP, Ed. To win the MVP. But perception is reality. And I've been hearing this stuff from a lot of people who have been watching Ben Simmons show out this past summer on IG. One will perceive that Ben Simmons has already won a championship when that has not been the case. Ben Simmons needs to get back to the lab, stay in the gym, continue to work on that jump shot, because this is still a team that lost 1-4 to the Celtics without Kyrie Irving and Gordon Hayward.
Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. Markelle Fultz, knocked loose, taken by the Pelicans.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
To Davis. Anthony Davis. He's now 4 for 6. AD, is he a new age big?
Easy answer is yes. He is Mr. Versatility. He can do everything on both the offensive and the defensive end. He can fight the post, battle for position. He can protect the rim. Plus, if you switch, he can guard guards on the perimeter. That's what you love about AD. You need something, he has an answer for it.
To Davis. Can't miss those.
One of the best kept secrets in the game. Utilizing a head fake. Get the defender in the air. Crack into him. Don't give the refs any excuse not to call foul. I put that one on you. You went up a little bit lazy.
Getting dirty. Loose ball on the deck. Shot stopped by Embiid. And he's fouled. Davis going to the line for 2. Anthony Davis at the line for 2 shots. Hasn't missed yet. First one goes down.
Coming right back to you.
able to convert on both free throws. Fultz into the front court. His guys down big. Pelicans have the basketball. Davis to Holiday. Anthony Davis. With that shot, he's 5 for 8.
And when we start talking about some of the top players in the game, can we talk about the guy that got first-team All-NBA for the 3rd time in 4 years? Can we talk about the guy who was the 2nd leading scorer in the league last year with 28 points per night? Can we start mentioning AD's name with the best in the game starting now?
Holiday controls the basketball. Counting down toward a minute to go in this first half. Not that time. Fultz with the basketball. Down a bundle. Butler to Redick. Simmons to Butler. Lets it fly from beyond the arc, and that's rebounded by Randall. Butler to bring it up. His guys can hold for the final shot. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
Old school equals high percentage.
Cleans it up. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration. Desperation shot here from half court. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to Orlando where we say hello to Jalen Rose and our EA Sports halftime report. Jalen.
It's Jalen Rose, and I've got your EA Sports halftime report. The Pelicans dominated this matchup from the opening tip. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. These are the guys getting buckets for the New Orleans Pelicans. The 76ers have got themselves in a bad situation that seems likely to only get worse. The way they struggle doesn't bode well for them at all. But if they got some fight in them, we'll know right away in the 3rd quarter. Have a look at the leading scorers. For the Philadelphia 76ers,
Game track. Field goals.
the Philadelphia 76ers weren't efficient with their shooting, and therefore they weren't effective with their offense. Their field goal percentage is lacking, and it's probably the biggest reason for their first half deficit. The shooting was certainly worst in the opening quarter.
Player of the half.
Anthony Davis has the defense figured out, and his shots are falling for him. That's a lethal combination that will be hard to overcome.
Who was cold?
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete, but even the best players have off nights. Today has just been one of those nights for this guy. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
Back to Ed and Jay to bring you the second half action.
Into the front court comes Simmons. Looking to make something happen to Butler. For three, you on top. Jimmy Butler, contested three, he buries it.
Man, you making people dance out there? I see you with the footwork.
Holiday in possession. His guys lead here, early stages, third quarter. Going to launch, beyond the arc. That's rebounded by Philadelphia. Simmons into the front court. The deficit now up to 13. Knocked loose, and that'll be out of bounds. Last touch by Holiday. Butler to Simmons. Oh, Ben Simmons. Consistent effort. He's at 50%.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Holiday controls the basketball. The lead is 11. Cleans it up. It's denied by Embiid. And he stepped out of bounds. Turns the ball over. Sixers have the basketball. Simmons to Redick. Here comes the screen. Probing the defense. Butler for two. And it's Davis for the rebound. It's an 11-point game. Butler to Redick. Simmons to Butler. Fires the three. And the rebound pulled down by Davis. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
Philadelphia with the basketball. Big stuff and a lot of traffic on the way to the rim. There's a toughness he learned under Tibbs at 2 stops, and no question that rubs off on younger players.
There is something that Jimmy Butler does that no other player in the NBA does. He gets into your psyche. He gets into your head each and every possession. He enjoys the process of the fight. Every single blow. There is a pleasure in the pain.
Oh, denied.
As my old teammate RJ would say, stay down, clown.
And look out. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
And scores, plus the foul. Patented move for Anthony Davis, and a chance at 3.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Anthony Davis trying to cash in on the 3-point play. He's perfect from the line so far. The free throw is good. Finishing off the 3-point play. The lead grows to 12. To Simmons.
Hey, watch this screen left.
Butler. To Redick. Short jumper won't fall. Holiday controls the basketball. The lead is 12. To Davis. And count the basket inside. Inside or outside? Can any 7-footer in the NBA match this guy's versatility?
Not yet. Not yet, but Kristaps Porzingis is very, very close.
To Simmons. Butler. Joel Embiid. Better late than never. That was his first shot, and it goes down.
Can we take a second to talk about the most gregarious personality in the NBA? We don't trust in the process. No. We're beyond the process. Joel Embiid has emerged as this generation's Shaquille O'Neal, and he's done it in a variety of ways. He's a dominant big who doesn't shy away from the physicality of the game. Probably the reason why he was up for Defensive Player of the Year. And also, he has a personality that baits you into a conversation, whether you like it or not, and he's pretty hysterical. This kid is going to be a star in the league for years to come, and you better pay attention to what he has to put down.
Holiday to Davis. Shot from the lane won't go.
And this is where you know you have the offense. Right? All you see them doing is complaining to the ref, complaining to each other. You're making the game uncomfortable. That's the mark of a good defense.
Late heave to beat the buzzer. 3 quarters down. The Pelicans have the lead. It's the Pelicans with the basketball as we start the 4th quarter. They have clearly been the better side so far. Jay, that's reflected on the scoreboard.
Well, the cardinal rule in the game of sport is whenever you go into the 4th quarter, it's 0-0. You have to play the game with the scoreboard saying 0-0. And if you can win that game by double digits, then you've done your job in the 4th.
Butler. To Embiid. Butler to Embiid. Joel Embiid, very efficient and making an impact. He's 3 for 3.
Joel Embiid looking to take his game to a completely different level after working out with one of the best trainers in the league this offseason. An all-star for the first time last year, averaging 23 points. Safe to say, no longer trust the process. Joel Embiid is the process.
Pelicans have it.
Don't play scared now. Let's push the ball. Let's get this lead up.
Etuan Moore, guarded by Jimmy Butler. Holiday. 4-3. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
It's easy to get lost in the chaos of the game down the stretch, but great awareness by the shooter to get those toes right behind the three-point line.
To Butler. To Embiid. Knocked loose. Oh, a whistle.
Just a tic-tac foul.
Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes.
Into the game for the New Orleans Pelicans, number 30.
McConnell. To Simmons. Redick. Defenders could lose sleep with this guy. J.J. Redick, well defended, still knocks it down.
Today's league just throws that old school stuff out of the window. Why have twos when you can shoot threes, even on fast breaks? Guys spread out towards the three-point line instead of laying the ball easy at the rim.
Oh, nice find for the basket.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Butler into the front court. His guy's down by 9. Oh, Ben Simmons. He's 3 of 5, 60% shooting from the field.
As a rookie last year, Ben Simmons averaged 16 points a game and posted 12 triple-doubles, the second most by any rookie in NBA history. Or was last year really his rookie year? We can debate that one later.
A bad pass as the Sixers come up with this steal.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
That's off the side of the rim, no good. Holiday to Julius Randle. Big finish that time for Julius Randle.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
It's in the hands of Philadelphia. Butler to McConnell. Takes stock of the floor. Butler to Simmons. Has a chance. Oh, Ben Simmons. He's now 4 for 6.
And there's nothing more mentally intimidating for your opponent than when your own teammates are unselfish and make sure that you get the ball because they want you to drop 70 on them, maybe like Devin Booker did last year.
Randle. That's out. Last touch by Julius Randle. They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor.
Number 20, Markel Fultz.
Butler to bring it up. The margin standing now at 7. Cleans it up to Redick. Oh, he had him there for a second. Redick. Thought it's blocked.
Oh, he just blocked that shot out of bounds.
Okay, they're lucky they get the ball back.
You know, sometimes basketball can become a very beautiful thing to watch. During the regular season, things can get difficult. Energy can be low. The passion at times can even be lower because players are tired. They're fatigued. But today, it's all been good. They're putting in an absolute show with killer efficiency and tremendous effort and intensity.
Now ready with a couple of free throws.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
J.J. Redick, couple of free throws on the way. For his career, 89%. Knocks down the first. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. To Holiday. Now a steal by Philly.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Blocked by Butler.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
To Redick. Butler. Now pass stolen by the Pelicans. There's the whistle and an intentional foul. Just their first in the final 2 minutes, so no free throws yet. They'll take the ball out of bounds.
In the 80s, that might have been a personal, but regardless, it had the same impact. You just injected a little life into your squad, just when they needed it.
And he connects on the first free throw. Two for two on that trip. Now a whistle and a timeout for Philadelphia. They'll need a quick shot and then likely a quick foul in what is now a two-possession game. Fultz. And now an intentional foul, so they'll send him to the line. 2 free throws here means it's a 3-possession game.
Too close to call right now. We're in clock management mode. That was a good play.
First free throw is good. And gets both to drop at the line. Sixers call for time. That's their second of the final 3 minutes. No more timeouts left the rest of the game. And Jimmy Butler knocks it down from mid-range.
The defender needs to do a better job of forcing a pickup there.
And now an intentional foul, so they'll send him to the line. 2 free throws here means it's a 3-possession game.
Ed, what's that old saying? Ruffled feathers do not flock together? Well, actually, I just made that up. But what it means is that play will cause a little havoc. As designed, the team that uses it to galvanize as a unit will have the advantage.
Second one goes. It's a 1 of 2 trip. Jimmy Butler for 2. Knocks it down off the step back. And an intentional foul here in the closing moments. But it shouldn't make too much of a difference in what is now a 2-score game.
This is a close game, and possessions are at a premium. That's a good move to stop the clock.
And hits the first free throw. And he makes them both. Long heave from 3/4 court. It's the Pelicans who come away with the victory as they get a good win on the road. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
And it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Pelicans got the win in a nail-biter. When you're able to get steals like they did here today, it greatly improves your chances of winning. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the New Orleans Pelicans. The 76ers must be devastated after such a close loss. When a team goes back and reviews the film, Coach will probably find areas of improvement. But one thing he can't say is they should have shot better. They did a great job of scoring in this game. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Philadelphia 76ers.
Game track. Field goals.
neither of these teams were able to make much of an impact on defense. As you can see here, they were each pretty successful with some efficient scoring.
Player of the game.
Anthony Davis put together an incredible game, highlighted by his amazing defense. Not many guys come up with this many blocks and steals.
Who was cold?
This isn't the segment you want to be in, of course, but even the best players find their way into this part of the show. Here we go with the top 3 plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
This has been a presentation of ESPN on EA Sports. Until next time, I'm Jalen Rose, signing off.